Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the lesson, the remaining part of the anti-colonial movement in India. The movement received an impetus and Birsa Munda declared himself as the messenger of God. Birsa claimed that the solution of problem of Munda people and establishment of Bir Site Raj. The Munda leaders utilized the cult of Birsa Munda to recruit more people to their cause. This movement, a series of night meetings were held and a revolt was planned. On the Christmas day of 1889, they resorted to violence. Buildings were burned down and arrows were shot at Christian missionaries and Munda Christian converts. Some police station and government officials were attacked. Similar attacks were carried out over the next few months. Finally, the resistance was crushed and Birsa Munda was arrested in February 1900 and put into jail. Next, Birsa Munda became a folk hero, and then the rebellion prompted the British to formulate policy tribal land. The Chota Nagpur Tenancy Act was 1908. It restricted the entry of non-tribal people into the tribal land. The next heading is the Great Rebellion of 1857. It was the British rule witnessed the biggest challenge to its existence. Initially, it began was a mutiny of Bengal Presidency Sipais, but later it expanded to the other part of India, it involving a large number of civilians, especially peasants. The events of 1857 to 58 were very significant. What are the reasons? This was the first major revolt of armed forces accompanied by the civilian rebellion. The revolt witnessed unprecedented violence perpetrated by both sides. The revolt ended the role of the East India Company and the governance of the Indian subcontinent was taken over by the British Crown. Now let us see about the causes of the Great Rebellion of 1857. What are the causes? The annexation policy of British India and intensity of to Indian cultural sentiment. What are the annexation policy? In annexation policy where the British government more territories were annexed through two major policies. What are the two major policy? The doctrine of paramountcy and then the doctrine of lapse. What are the doctrine of paramountcy? The doctrine of paramountcy means that the native rulers were corrupt and inept. So the British claimed that paramount places exercising supreme authority. New territories were annexed. That countries were annexed by the British people. Next, the doctrine of lapse. If native ruler did not have any male heir to the throne, the territory was to lapse into British upon death of the ruler. So many places were annexed through the policy. Sadara, Sambalpur, part of Punjab, Jhansi, Nagpur, like that. Next one, intensity to Indian cultural sentiments. In 1806, the Sipai at Vellore mutiny was created. What are the causes? The new dress code and then cap, which prohibited Indians from wearing religious mark on their foreheads and having whiskers on their chin, while proposing to replace the turbans with the round hat. It was feared that the dress code was part of the effort to convert into the Christianity. Similarly, in 1824, the Sipais of Parakpur near Calcutta refused to go to Burma by sea because any one person of Indian by crossing the sea means he was not lost their caste, so they were refused. Next one, the Sipais were also upset with the discrimination in salary and promotion. Indian Sipais were paid much less than their European counterparts, so they were humiliated, basically abused by the seniors. Next, revolt. The revolt was provoked by the rumor about the cartridge of the new Enfield rifle. It was strong suspicion that the new cartridges, because of the cartridges had been greased with cow and pig fat. cow and pig fat. The cow was the sacred animal of the Hindus, the pig was the forbidden of the Muslims. The cartridge had been bitten off before loading, so they were refused to use. First, the refused to use was the Parakpur Sipais. On 29 March, a Sipai named Mangal Pandey, he assaulted his European officer. His fellow soldiers refused to arrest him when ordered to do so. Mangal Pandey, along with others, were court-martialed and hanged. This only fueled the anger, and in the following days there was increasing the incidents of disobedience. Burning and arson were reported from the army cantonments in the Ambala, Lucknow and Meerut. Next, Bahadur Shah proclaimed the Emperor of Hindustan because of the Sipais are marched from Meerut to Delhi on May 11, 1857, and then proclaimed that Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah II was the Emperor of the Delhi. After much hesitation, he accepted offer and was proclaimed Shah-e-Shah Hindustan, the Emperor of Hindustan. Soon the rebels captured the northwestern province of Oudh. As the news of the fall of Delhi reached the Ganges Valley cantonment, after cantonment mutiny till by the beginning of June, British rule in North India except in Punjab and Bengal had disappeared. Next, civil rebellion.